What's up, everybody? Welcome back to theZim's Video Journal. I'm theZim. This is the Zim video. All the Zims, and you can see I changed the little title. Big numbers now. Big numbers. Last week I messed up. Nobody mentioned because either they didn't watch it or they saw that I noticed it. I accidentally put the wrong number on the video because I wasn't paying attention. This is 155 of the video journal. Been doing this since January 2014. Whoa! 14, 15, 16, 17. Can you believe that? That's a long time. 155 episodes. So let's get to it. As always, Jam of the Week on the top. Word on the Street coming up next. Music stuff going down in the music world. And then life. Got a bunch of life stuff to talk about this time. So let's get started. Jam of the Week. The song is called Mayor to Skip Town. Here's the artwork by Somesurprises. Again, another song that I found by being a part of the Nana Mucho 41 bands for 2017 process. Really like this song. Sounds good. It has a kind of a more indie Lana Del Rey kind of thing going on. Real kind of moody. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. So hopefully you like it. Check it out. See if you like it. Hopefully I'll have links in the description down below so you can find it. And possibly links on the Facebook page, if they have a Facebook page. I don't know if they have a Facebook page, so we'll find out. So that's my jam of the week. Hope you enjoy it. What's your jam of the week? Or just jam in general? What have you been listening to that's getting you excited? Hey, you want to do me a favor? I know this is totally not kosher, but what's your favorite hip hop album of all time? And would you be willing to send it to me via Dropbox or G Drive? Do like a zip file of it, send it over so I don't have to buy it. Because I want more hip hop, especially when I'm driving around in the Lyft stuff. I just need more new music in general. Now that I'm driving Lyft, I listen to music even more than I have before. And I'm like, I need some new music, and I just can't afford to buy it right now. So check it out. So Word on the Street this last week was Dalen and Silas. And it was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was a really good conversation. I think there were some great nuggets about just pondering what it means to be an artist in it. So if you are into that and want to learn and just kind of be a part of that story, South Sound duo, young guys doing it up, having a good time, enjoying life, and making music and being a part of this community. So check it out. Nothing really major behind the scenes stuff to mention. So, I can't remember if there was. Next week we got Screens, the band, coming up. So, look out for that. A couple of things just regarding the podcast in general that I've been working on. So, I've been posting on Facebook, and maybe you've seen it on my own personal page. I've been posting requests from my community to let me know, like, what, two of them in particular I did. What are the blogs, like the underground blogs that nobody knows about that people are making out there, and what are the labels? What are all the Seattle-based music labels? And I was a little bit cryptic why I was asking. No, I told people when they asked like why I was asking, but it was like the main reason why I'm asking is because I'm in this process of trying to find and email every single person, like outside of the musicians, like community of this music community that I can, and just emailing them this like description of what I've been doing about the podcast, and trying to get their interest, and saying, hey, this is the podcast, and then basically ask them for support for it by either if they're a blog, like writing a story on it, doing some kind of post on the blog about it, and then if they're radio or like a label, just let them know that they're welcome to, and also with the blog, but they're welcome to tell their story as part of this community on this platform. And I already know I should be more direct. I should be like, I want you to, but honestly, and I may change my wording. I may change my wording soon as I continue this, but I just kind of put it out there lightly, saying, hey, if you want more exposure for what you're doing here, if you like this platform, if you think I'm doing a good job. So it requires them to do some research and actually listen to it. Because if I was like, I really want you to be on, they'd probably be more likely to go, oh wow, somebody wants me to do something. Whereas I'm going, if you want to be a part of this, you can let me know. And then also with the labels in particular, I say, can you, and if you want to promote any of your artists that are on your label, let them, put them in touch with me. And so I'm doing something that probably would need me to have more higher level of respect, I guess, is kind of softly asking for people to get into it and be a part of it, where I should be more like, I want you to do this. But I'm just kind of tired, honestly, and I'll talk about more about that later. I'm just tired of that chasing so much, and it's like there's a ton of chasing down people to be on the podcast, and I honestly, it baffled me at the start, but I understand at the start that, it's like, okay, is this even something I should spend my... But now it's like, I'm legit. I can honestly say I am legit, and this is going to continue and keep going, and I don't know why the community doesn't want the support. It baffles me why the community doesn't want to tell the rest of the community more about what they're doing. And I can't understand why it's so low on their priority that it's just like, it's really hard to get people to commit to it and be not punctual, but have a little bit of urgency in their responses and things like that. Like, actually get back to me. I mean, the Seattle way of saying no is to not respond. I know that, and I'm okay with that. And at the same time, it baffles me because I'm hustling for the community. I'm hustling for the bands and people I want on the podcast. I'm hustling to get the word out there about more of what's going on. And it's like, just, oh, whatever. It's like so nonchalant. I'm confused. But I'm going to keep doing it because I think it'll benefit me in the long run, regardless of what. If people want to be a part of it, then great. I love it. If they don't, they're leaving an opportunity on the table, because I'm going to keep doing this, and it's just a matter of time before it breaks out into a wider audience. I mean, it's inevitable. It's just a matter of time. So anyways, it was a little bit of a tangent, but that's kind of, I'm trying to reach out to every single person I can think of that has anything to do with the local music community, and emailing them and just trying to raise awareness and going, hey, I exist, and maybe they'll eventually see my name somewhere else, somebody else will talk about them, and then it'll put the two and two together, because, it's really hard, as we all know, to promote things yourself in the sense of getting anybody to respect it. The word of mouth is so hugely valuable. Like, if you talk to your friend about something someone else is doing, your friend will appreciate it more than if you talk to them about what you're doing. That makes sense. So if I could get you as a community to go, word on the street is doing some shit, let's get behind it and talk to your friends about it, that would make it all happen a lot faster and a lot more. So if you like what I'm doing with Word on the Street, consider next time you're talking to people, sharing on social, doing different things. Help me spread the word. I need your help. And not, honestly, one time is awesome, but it's a continuous, like every couple of weeks, every week, talk to somebody else about it, bring it up, post another post on Facebook about it. Those are the kind of things that matter. It's a continual support. The one time is not as beneficial, but it is awesome still. And I'm just being straight. That's my goal right now with you, is I'm being straight with you. Talking, keeping it real here on the Real Journal. So I'm just hustling, just kind of keep it going. And I have faith in that it will get to a point that there's a little bit more return, because it's a lot of work. It's a shit ton of work. So and it's just like a passion, and I believe in it. That's why I'm continuing doing it. I'm sure if anyone else saw the download numbers, well, I share the download numbers with you all the time. But if the download numbers and how much I made, the Patreon numbers and how much versus how much work I put into it, they would have stopped a long time ago. But I like the legacy. I'm very much banking on the legacy aspect of it rather than the financial part of it or even the download part of it. The social part of it. It's the legacy part that I know will benefit. 10 years. I say this all the time. 10 years from now, somebody's gonna want to know what it was like to be a part of the Seattle music scene 10 years ago or whatever, you know. And so they'll find these videos and they'll find Word on the Street and they'll be like, holy shit, somebody's been documenting this scene for 10 fucking years. So if you want to be in on it, let's make it happen. Tell your friends about it. That's all. That's what I'm saying. So, music stuff. What's going down in the music world? As you know, canceled the tour again. Bunch of life stuff. Talk about that more at the end. But so what that means right now? Again, I said I've been talking lately about doing it right. You know, and that's what I need to do. I need to do it right, and the right way is to get a good recording. So I'm back on the train of getting our album done. We have 8 songs that we've been working on. We're creating this album. Hopefully it's good enough. Hopefully the songs are good. I think they're pretty good. I think it's good enough. But anyways, I have these 8 songs because there's this other part of recording an album, as I'm sure some of you, a lot of you know, is you like write and potentially record more songs than you will put on the album. But I wrote and we're recording 8 songs, done, and they're all going out. And I don't think there's any filler. I think it's very intentional. I think I don't know. I've never, and maybe other people feel the same. But I don't know. When it comes to popular music, it's pretty obvious that there are tracks on albums that are just kind of filler songs. They're not really, but my songs, every single one of them, is not intended to just be something to put on an album to fill in space. There's an intention behind every single one of my songs. So that's why I don't mind the fact that I only have these 8 songs and that's what we're recording and that's what I'm putting out. Because I'm not worried about, put out the best ones. Because they're all the best ones in my opinion. Anyways, so what I'm doing is I'm going back to that whole A-side, B-side thing with the album. I don't know if it'll ever get pressed on vinyl, but I'm still doing the idea and how I'm creating it. I'm actually going to call the album name side A, name side B. So that's going to be the name of the album. And, not the name. I'll tell you the name when the time is right to tell you the name. But I have 2 different producers. I have my friend Byron who produced No Snow for me. He's going to work on the side A, first 4 songs. And then I'm working with Aaron Landfor, is my plan to have him work on side B. And then when I'm in Seattle in August, so I'm planning to be there in August, hopefully if money and everything works out as I hope it does, when I'm there in August, we'll be going into the studio and re-recording all the drums for the album, because we did that. Everything else I feel like I did a fairly good enough job. I think I don't know, I'm working with the producers. They'll tell me what needs to be re-recorded, but I really feel confident that the drums just weren't recorded well enough to have the kind of impact that I want, because the sound that I want out of it is a very present drum sound. Like I want a really strong, really present drum sound, and then probably vocals equal or a little bit above that, the guitar just a little bit around there, and then the bass and production, everything else around it. But the drums and vocals are what I want to be the most present, because I love beats and I love grooves, and then vocals are what you want to hear as a listener of stuff. Most people just listen to the vocals, but beats and vocals. But anyways, that's what I care about. That's what I want, and I don't think we recorded the drums well enough to get that sound that I really want. So there's that. But before that, that's August. That's down the road. That's just to get you caught up on what's going on with the album, just kind of life of the music. I'm going to be in Seattle June 11th. Well, June 11th. We're playing a show. I'm going to be in Seattle June 7th through the 16th. Right at this moment, I have 8 podcasts booked, hoping for at least 2 more. Ideally, probably like 7 more. If I get like 15 podcasts recorded while I'm there, I would feel really good about life. I got emails out to people. Refer back to what I was talking about earlier. So there's that. So a lot of, but also playing a show June 11th at the High Dive, and we finally got our final band. I asked a lot of bands if they could be a part of the show, and none of them could for whatever reasons. And so I was like, High Dive, Chemo, I need your help. I need a band. And so they got this band called Miss C. I haven't listened to any of it yet, so I have no idea what they're like. It's female fronted. Looks rad. I just now before this scrolled down on their Facebook page and they look rad. They're like a 3-piece female fronted. I don't know. Looks cool. If they sound as cool as they look, then they'll be good. So anyways, they got that going on, and then we got Morning Glory Revival, which I've been mentioning, and then also the Zim and Arock. We're gonna close it out. We're gonna rock that motherfucker. It's gonna be awesome. So hopefully you'll come out and check it out. June 11th. It's a Sunday night with High Dive. Check it, yo. Yeah. I have recording number 6 written down here, but I don't know what the number 6 means. I don't even know that. I don't even know that's supposed to be a number 6. But anyways, I did all that. Told you about all that. So life. What's going on in life? Couple cool things. Well, I'll start with this. I have 4 minutes left. So, I'll start with this. Tunnel book. My tunnel books have been getting a little more traction. I haven't sold any, but my YouTube videos on tunnel books have been getting some love, some comments, and some love and some shares, and they're increasingly like growing as the most viewed videos on my channel. Right now, the most viewed video on my YouTube channel is the Ever So Android documentary video I made. That's the most viewed video, and that continually gets some views every now and again. But my tunnel book videos are chasing it down because they're getting more views regularly, which is cool. And this artist named ArtyFartyAnnie on Facebook, and also she has a YouTube channel as well. She really liked one of my videos and got inspired and made some of her stuff. There might be a screenshot right here. I'll link it up for sure. I'll link up the art. She wrote an article about the video and tunnel books and making her own tunnel book. And so it's like, wow, this is awesome. This is, to be honest, what she did with my tunnel books is what I've been waiting for the community to do with the podcast. And I don't understand why more people aren't getting behind the podcast. I don't know. Maybe it's just is what it is. And I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. These are what the thoughts in my head. This is what I think about. This is what I'm working toward. Is like I want the community to get behind what I'm doing. They're not yet. Totally. Some of you are. Thank you very much. Those of you who are. You know who you are. Yeah. So anyways, tunnel books. Making it happen is pretty rad. It's pretty rad. So I'm excited about that. I did another lift video. That'll be on the channel. Check it out if you want. Lift driving is crazy. I love it and hate it at the same time. I don't hate it as much as other things in life, but I love it for the flexibility. Like it's the middle of the day right now and I'm recording this video. I wouldn't have been able to do that at a day job. So, I'm taking my break from Lyft, and I'll be back on Lyft in a few minutes. Well, I should turn the app on right now. So once I finish this video, I'll be back driving Lyft. So there's that. So with the last 2 minutes, I'll tell you about life. I've kind of had to come to Jesus with my whole process. I've been really discouraged lately, as you've probably kind of gathered from my videos, and just the fact that I had to cancel tour and just all this kind of stuff. Been really tough, but I've been thinking a lot about what I'm supposed to be doing, right? It's like that never-ending question. What are you supposed to do with your life? And I realized I'm not going to ask that question anymore. And I've tried not to in the past, but I'm just kind of realizing it more so now. And instead of even thinking about what I'm supposed to do or not do, I'm just going to do what I do. Just keep doing and not worry about it. Just straight up not worry about it. Just be like, I'm going to make the podcast because it's cool and I like it. And I don't know if I'm supposed to do it, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep playing music, making art, and doing that stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing it, but I'm going to do it because I like it and it's cool. And that's just basically where I'm at right now. I'm going to keep driving Lyft because I can tolerate it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily cool, but I like it for a job. I'm sure there's lots of other jobs out there that would make more money, but I just want to choke myself having to do some of the things out there. So I can tolerate it and I'll just keep on doing it. So that's where I'm at. I'm just going to keep on keeping on, keep on doing things, not think so much about it, whether it's right or wrong and all that stuff. So this week on, if you want an Alexander Thomas Clutch, what did I say? Change 40. 40%. I'm giving you 40% this week. 40% off more than normal. So buy one. Let me get rid of those things. I'm changing it up. So that's the other thing. I'm changing those up. Anyways, I'm almost out of time, so I'm going to end it here. This is the Zim's video 155. Catch you next week. Peace.